What I'm going to be demonstrating for you today is a organic braid. Now, how I'm going to start is by preparing the hair with some product. I like to use either caviar working spray sprayed on the hair, not too much, but we want to create a little bit of texture in the hair and some hold. I might also use Bamboo Cleanse Extend or caviar dry shampoo. And it all depends on how much slip there is to the hair and how much texture I need to create. I probably wouldn't use the texturizing body boost because that might be a little bit too much texture, but if you have that very slick, straight hair that really needs a little bit more texture, then the texturizing body boost is a way to go. Now, I'm going to start by showing you a classic 3-strand braid because that's the basis of an organic braid. So, when we do a classic 3-strand braid, what we do is we have 3 separate sections. And we're also always taking from the outside and going in. So we're going to go from left to center, right to center, left to center, and right to center. And what you're doing is you just continue on down, always going left to center and right to center, and until you get to the ends of the hair. And then you secure that with some sort of a ponytail holder or band. With an organic braid, we don't want to use any bands or pins. So we're going to use the concept of the classic braid without using any bands or pins or ponytail holders. So I'm going to rebrush the hair. And these organic braids can be used anywhere on the head. It's up to you. Once you get the gist of how to do one, you can start to create and put them wherever you choose to. So I'm going to start again with my 3-strand braid, but instead of splitting them and making them 3 separate sections, they're only going to be separate where my hands are. At the bottom, they're going to stay as one. So I'm going to start with left to center, right to center, left to center, right to center. So this is exactly what I was doing with the classic 3-strand. The difference is that I'm not splitting the bottom, and you can see that it's organically braiding itself from the bottom up as I'm braiding. So I'm going to continue left center, right center, but it starts to get really tight and it wants to pop itself through the loop, and I'm going to allow it to do that. And there's your organic braid. Now, this little tiny piece of hair is what's keeping this braid together. So I'm just going to go ahead and you can use a long tail comb or you could use the tooth of a large comb, and that's going to simply take that out. I'm going to show you how to do it with a French braid. Exact same concept. French braid is just a 3-strand braid that you add to the center from each side. So again, I'm going to start with 3 sections, but I'm not going to split the sections at the bottom. I'm going to start braiding left center, right center, left center. Now I'm going to start adding hair from each side. And I'm going to add that to my center strand. Again, I'm not splitting the bottom. Again, from the opposite side, it's almost like algebra. What you do to one side, you must do to the other. Okay, adding it to the center. Now I'm going to take and go left center, and I'm going to add some more hair here to the center. But I'm never splitting the bottom of this hair. Just always adding to the center. And the key is keep your hands close to the head, and the braid will be closer to the head and it'll be tighter. The looser you want the braid, the farther away your hands are. Again, I'm not splitting the bottom of this, and it's starting to organically braid itself. It's getting tight, and it's going to want to start pulling through now. So I'm going to go ahead and allow it to do that. Locking that braid in. And if you want, you can go to the center and push up. Now I like to do this to create different looks and different textures. But you can see I'm pulling on that braid and it's still staying fairly tight. Okay, that's when you can start to put them through and start creating maybe a little side pony, and you can curl this hair here or you can weave that back through. It's all what you want to create with an organic braid. These are so nice, not, for you to be able to get rid of some hair, as well as put them wherever you like on the head. But there's a quick organic braid, no pins that we've talked about, no bands. It starts with a simple 3-strand braid. The key is product. You must use product in the hair. It's a great technique, but without the product, it won't work.